Hi everyone, how are you all after the emergence coming from the Lion's Gate? Wow, that energy was a lot. Our beloved cat Merlin passed over during the Lion's Gate on the conjunction of Venus, Jupiter, and Sirius. So on that powerful time, Merlin, our beloved cat, he took his final breath and went over the Rainbow Bridge. So that it's been a lot. He was 22, so it's been a lot. And to really listen to his last wishes, because I knew he was coming to the end of his earthly time, listening to his wishes, and he was communicating with me telepathically. He's been with us for 22 years, never left the house or the garden, and just stayed around these surrounding areas. So when he passed, I left him. It looked like he was sleeping. He was so peaceful. So we left him for the day, and then my husband created a box to put him in. So we wrapped him in his favourite blankets and brushed him down with frankincense, surrounded him with crystals, saged him, spent the day thanking him for the gift of his beautiful presence in our life. So this energy has been big, things coming up for us to face, and to face them in alignment with our soul guiding us through the challenging situations. So these times are gifting us with a powerful spiritual connection. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video, and as always, take what resonates, just pop the rest to one side, just see what unfolds. So I'm asking for a message. So the card that keeps showing itself to me is the High Priestess. Okay, so we are coming into, we are feeling the effects of the new moon. So we're going through the waning moon this week, of letting go of anything that may have arose into our awareness that is bringing our energy down, that is no longer relevant in our lives. Any old stress and overthinking, or whatever it may be, coming to the surface for us to choose something different. And as I was saying, even though our beloved cat Merlin, who has created so much magic in our lives, brought us so much joy, crossed over the Rainbow Bridge, that was a time of really coming into our hearts and being in that place with Merlin and his spirit, and listening to that, and really being at peace with that. But also there are wonderful things happening in our lives. So it was focusing on those wonderful things, as well as the grief of losing our beautiful cat Merlin. So it's the up and down, and being able to navigate the energies. And this week, on Friday, we move into the zodiac sign of Virgo. So we have been in the upper chakras, we've been in the air, the heart, so air sign of Gemini, all through summer, the solstice, and into the fiery sign of Leo, into our heart space, and now we are coming into Virgo, which is very earthy, very grounded. So we're anchoring and bringing all the light that we have taken in through this summer, these summer months that have been so intense. We're bringing those lights codes in, the upgrades, and they're starting to activate within us. So we're grounding. We are now really feeling the effects of the new moon, and this is the pathway of the priestesses, the moon of the priestesses. We have the first new moon on Saturday, the 23rd, and then the second new moon in Virgo on the 21st of September. So we have two new moons in Virgo, one after the other. The one on Saturday is at 0 degrees of Virgo, when the sun and the moon conjunct there at 0 degrees in Virgo. And then on the 21st of September, we have the sun and moon conjunct at 29 degrees of Virgo. So this is, Virgo is a priestess. She's a healer. She's the mystic. So we are activating that high priestess. Whether we're male, female, we have this energy within us, the sacredness, the mystic. We're moving into this now. It's integrating within us. So we're moving through this time of the Virgo through August, into September, with this energy of the priestess, the mystic awakening within us, these magical energies awakening, activating within us. So a powerful time. So I'm asking for a message for the highest and greatest good. Card for Monday. We have the Empress. Beautiful card for Monday. For Tuesday, the Fool. Wednesday, the Ten of Pentacles. Thursday, the Knight of Wands. Friday, the Hanged Man. Saturday, the Nine of Swords. And Sunday, the Ten of Swords and the Judgment. Face of the pack, we have the Ten of Swords, the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Monday, the Empress, she is Venus, and Venus in this beautiful energy, still with Jupiter, still with the Sirius star, the spiritual sun. We can still see that in the blue hour, in the early hours of the morning, arising together. Venus and Jupiter like two eyes looking out of the sky, feeling those activations, taking in the gifts of Jupiter and Venus, which are so positive and divinely abundant and uplifting, and with Sirius as well, the spiritual sun, and this is in conjunct with the galactic center. So we're still receiving this beautiful energy and the gifts of spiritual awakening, spiritual and soul remembrance. So this is us now coming into the divine feminine, and the divine feminine, and what is coming through is Sophia. And Sophia is the embodiment of the divine feminine. Sophia in the Gnostics means wisdom. So Sophia, the female, Christos is the masculine. So Sophia and Christos energy up there in the sky, two lights, two stars if you will, just enjoying creation and moving around the heavens. And Sophia spots a pinpoint of light in the distance, and she says, I'm going to inquire, I am going to look and investigate this light. And Christos says, no, we're not meant to, we're meant to stay here. And she said, but all this is God creation. So she went off to find the point of light, but on her journey she gets lost, and she tries to find her way back to Christos, but she can't. So she is left there in deep grief and lamenting. And during this time of great grief, she birthed the Son. And in the Son, she imbued all her grief, all her pain. So we're just being asked on this waning moon and everything that has been coming to the surface, for us to look at where we are imbuing our sadness, our old patterns onto people around us. Where are we imbuing heartache into situations in our life? Eventually, Sophia ascended with Christos. So she moved through those layers of grief, through and ascended. So it's just us looking at where are we placing our grief, our upset. Where are we looking to others and blaming others because life is not how we wished it was, and blaming others because of our own lamenting, our own pain and suffering. So as we embody the Empress, as we embody and take in the gifts of Venus and Jupiter and Sirius, and today Mercury and Mars are in this connection. So Mercury is still in shadow in Leo, in this conversation with Mars, bringing through that action now, that action, that vital life force energy within us that brings that motivation, that really creates an action into our purpose, that the giftings of Jupiter and Venus and Sirius and the beautiful Lionsgate that we've all moved through are gifting us with support, divine support, to enable us to see with clarity where we may be imbuing our loved ones, friends, or whoever it may be, certain situations in our life with our own pain. To be able to cleanse the lens and to cleanse our emotional, mental and physical bodies, to be able to, because this is what the energy is bringing through, for us to be able to really feel and see with clarity and clear intuition and that clear communication with the gods. This is Mercury and Mars bringing in the messages now that are going to move us forward on our path in a place of motivation and positive energy. Tuesday we have the Fool, and he's stepping off that cliff there with just that little pouch. He's let go of all the baggage that he has been carrying for lifetimes. He's let go, and he now hold all we really are required to carry is our heart and the love that's in our heart to move us forward on our path and to have that faith. And on Tuesday the sun is in alignment with Chiron. So Chiron is the sacred healer, and we are being shown where our wounds are actually our gifts, and the wisdom that we gain from our wounds will be coming with clarity, because wherever we are on our path, our wounds are our gifts. The wisdom, we're all unique, and they've guided us on our unique paths. So things starting to open and gaining the wisdom now from any traumas of the past, to seeing the strength, seeing things from a completely different perspective. Chiron is the shaman, is the ancient healer, bringing through the medicine that we require to heal our wounds, so that we can step onto this new beginning, this rebirth, listening to our heart's guidance. Wednesday, we have the Ten of Pentacles, this beautiful card, and there is just family, happiness emanating from this card. Take it in and breathe this energy in. Feel the joy within this card. The Ten of Pentacles is when we are the fulfillment, when we are fulfilled in our physical, mental and emotional lives, where we have finances and everything starts to come in to give us the peace of mind, so that we are in that complete happiness. The 10 also is a gift of maybe inheritance coming in, a sum of money coming in, and also reminds us to pay it forward as well. So whether it is through our wisdom or however we pay forward the prosperity and the abundance that we have to gift. And so we are paying things forward. So there's that we are flowing with grace from that true feeling of feeling prosperous, feeling happy and joyful. Thursday we have the Knight of Wands. He's telling us to stay focused. To stay focused. We're all feeling and knowing our path now. We all are feeling that powerful surge that's moving through us of our gifts. To listen to that, to stay focused on that, because he is there chopping that wood, and if he was to take his focus and attention away from that, he could hurt himself, he would miss the mark. And so we are asked to stay in that focus regardless of what's going on around us, regardless of what noise is happening and trying to take our attention away from our path, to take it elsewhere and maybe start venting about something, because the wands can get a little bit frustrated, a bit of anger. So to channel that energy, to channel that life force energy into what we love, into our gifts, and really focus on our gifts and what we love doing. That's our path. Friday we have the Hanged Man. So Friday is the day the sun moves into Virgo. So just this feeling a bit of suspension. This is, Neptune, connected to Neptune and Saturn in that conjunction. So Saturn and Neptune is bringing in unconditional love and assisting us into integrating it into our lives, unconditional love. So there's a suspension, because as we move, as the zodiac wheel moves, we're coming from the higher chakras into the lower, and we might feel a little bit scattered. This card is reminding us to ground, and no matter what we're going through, if we're feeling blocked in some way, feeling stuck in some way, know that everything is in divine order, and that when everything comes into alignment, we will move with grace and with ease, not to try and force things, to just look around in every area of your life, and what every area, every person, what do they bring up within you. Before we go into that new moon tomorrow, just look, do a spring clean within. I know we're moving into the autumn, so doing that cleanse before we move into the time of autumn, and we're now starting to go inward. You can see the angels coming down there, letting us know no matter how far we feel that we may have strayed off our path, that we never have. The angels, our guides, our loved ones in spirit are always there with us, guiding us. And if we feel that we've gone maybe down took a wrong turning or whatever it may be, there's something there for us to learn, to take the wisdom from and to integrate it. So this is the card of Neptune, and with Saturn there retrograding, there, still in retrograde. These are slow moving planets, and so slowly taking us in, taking us deeper. Saturn asking us, where are we blocking ourselves from loving unconditionally? Are we waiting for people to change before we'll love them? Are we waiting for ourselves to become perfect before we feel that we are capable of walking our path? And all this is moving away, because unconditional love does not have any conditions, and this is what we are being guided into through our ascension into this place of unconditional love, where the angels are guiding us, our loved ones are around us who love us unconditionally, for us to love ourselves and even the unlovable, to love the unlovable within ourselves and all around us. Now, Saturday we have the new moon, and you can see there she has took a wand, and we're receiving a frequency download as I'm speaking. She has got her wand. She's found what she loves. She has defended and stayed true to herself. We have been conditioned to do what other people do, not to step out of line, to follow the crowd, and she is broke free from the crowd, and she is skipping and dancing and happy because she's found a gift. And through this week and through the movement of the planets and the sun moving into Virgo, coming into the eclipse now, because the new moon on the 21st of September is a solar eclipse. So we're shifting into the eclipse season, which does bring change in our lives. Things start to eclipse out of our lives, things that we are not in alignment with anymore will start to move. So and as we're walking this path of the mystic, why all this is changing, and we are coming and grounding the spiritual wisdom that we've attained through the upgrades and the light codes that we have been gifted with, that are activating in every single cell, igniting DNA that actually wakes us up, and we start to see things through different eyes. We start to see the magic all around us. We start to see the synchronicities that are constantly there. We start to be able to intuit what others and animals are messaging to us. So this is and Virgo is the healer, very earthy, works with the back flower remedies, the crystals, the earth, the medicine of the earth. She is the healer of the body. She's the nurse of the zodiac. So we are being really asked to look at our physical bodies. She is all about wellness, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional. Virgo in the shadow can be overanalyzed, over worry, everything's to perfection. And this is the moving away from all that, because we don't have to change. We do not have to jump through hoops to appease others or ourselves. It's about just doing what makes us happy. We all are different, and that's perfect. We don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Just feel joy in the uniqueness, because as we come through with the Chiron, the sun and Chiron shining onto our wounds, but with that beautiful energy of wisdom coming, we become the medicine. Our wounds show us where we have healing required, but also in that healing we become the healer. So this is a beautiful, beautiful week of enlightenment, of surges of energy coming through that is taking us into service. And this is not going into rescue, it's what we love, what are our gifts, and serving everyone who comes around, who comes into contact with us, with our gift, to pay it forward, like the 10 of Pentacles is asking. Pay it forward. Whatever you've got, pay it forward. What's been gifted to you. Saturday we have the Judgment. So the Judgment is, this is the wake up call. Wake up now. He is being elevated up by the angels. So on Friday, he was upside down. The angels come in and brought him the right way, in the correct orientation, and are lifting him now and ascending. So the moment we tune in on Saturday, it's a powerful surge of remembrance, of soul resurrection, of us moving up into the higher self. So he is being lifted. So this is the next to the final card in the tarot. So this is where we do the review, as we've done on Saturday, on Friday, on the new moon, as the sun moves into Virgo. We are looking at grounding, and only grounding in now what uplifts us. So as we ground in what brings us upliftment, we start to become enlightened, and the angels are around us, assisting us in our ascension. So this is the review of maybe certain memories coming to the surface of the past, being able with Chiron and the sun to shine a light on that, to see it from a different perception, and getting the wisdom really quickly. This is not hard. This is so enlightening and so refreshing and rewarding. So we are being elevated. The angels are all around us. And Sunday we have the 10 of Swords, the end of challenges coming to an end. This is where we just let go and let God. And as we let go, the divine comes in and lifts us. The 10 of Wands, what has been weighing heavy within our head and in our heart, starting to the Emperor, starting to see that the Emperor is he rules his kingdom. When we are trying to carry everybody on our shoulders, we're not ruling, we are rescuing. When we can't say no to people, that is disempowering ourselves and disempowering others. The Emperor, who is ruled by Aries, so we have Neptune and Saturn and Chiron, all retrograding in Aries, telling us to go in and find that inner strength, find that empowerment within us. It's there, it's the divine masculine. We have this divine masculine energy coming through that's helping us to ground and to place what we have been focusing on into action. So this week is really getting real about which direction we're moving in and allowing ourselves to let go and shift direction if that's what is being shown to us. So he is there with his hand on his kingdom, and he's very firm and very grounded. And this is what the Spirit are asking us to do. Be firm. And what's coming through is the genie. When we're asking for our wishes, when the genie appears, and the genie reminds us to be very careful of what you wish for. Be very careful of your words. And I feel this is what the Emperor's saying. Be mindful of where you're placing your attention. Don't be placing attention where it's going to fall into an empty void and just exhaust. Bring it back and place your attention to what really motivates you and lifts you, because this energy is one of manifesting, but manifesting in the material. The High Priestess, she takes it in and she manifests and uses her magic within and then sends it out. The Divine Masculine takes that energy and starts to bring it into our reality. So this is a beautiful energy of the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine coming together. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor at the beginning of the week and the Empress and the Emperor. The Empress at the beginning of the week, the Emperor on the Sunday, creating that beautiful doorway of the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Is all the kings in their virtues. The Empress is all the queens in her virtues, bringing everything into alignment, our thoughts, our emotions, calming our emotions, our passion, really focusing on what we're passionate about in an aligned way, and grounding that and earthing that and making sure everything, our thoughts, our feelings, where we're placing our attention and grounding it, really grounding it into the earth. He is very grounded, and he's saying just ground now and take action, because the energy is going to bring that motivation in, that surge of energy for us to move into action. And then we have the Ace of Swords. New things coming in, new epiphanies. As we let go of our head space, creating space in our head for these divine messages coming through, and listen to that beautiful guidance that only comes through in a loving and uplifting way. If we're going off into the old challenges and the old burdens of life is draining us or whatever, we are going back down the scale, the vibrational scale, to bring it back to align ourselves. We are in this time of the new moon on Sunday, where we're planting those seeds. We're bringing that mystic and the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine together, and we are casting, we are weaving our magic with our words, with our feelings, with what we are focusing on, where we are placing our attention, and we're anchoring it into the earth so it can materialize all around us. So a powerful, powerful time here with this powerful energy of the High Priestess moving through this portal now, through this Virgo season to the end, walking the path of the High Priestess, using her magical gifts, going within, listening to what's going on inside, knowing that if there's something on inside that is creating a burden, that is creating a challenge, that we need to sit and ask for insights and feel our way through. Feel our way through how it would feel if we have decisions to make, how we would feel stepping into that decision. And if that energy of yes is there, to step in that, or if it comes up as no, to just sit with it and to ask, why are we fearful of stepping forward, and to keep dropping through the layers of, where is this fear coming from? It's coming from a fear of not being accepted, or a fear of not being good, or whatever it is. Just keep going down through the layers and breathing light into whatever comes that is making you feel blocked or fearful of moving forward, until you can step forward in wholeness, in wholesomeness, so that when you step into a decision, you're there in your completeness. There's no unconsciousness there that you may start to manifest from. So powerful, powerful week. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you. And I'm sending love and healing to anyone who is finding these energies a lot, who are finding these energies difficult, because at the other side of this energy there is expansion and there is happiness. We're just moving through some stuff that's enlightening us, that is bringing some wisdom for us to be able to move forward on our path, even more connected to our angels and our guides and our loved ones in spirit. We're all around. Just listen to them, ask them for guidance, and they will bring you guidance, whether you hear them, whether you feel them around you, and maybe music coming through, the songs, their song for you, the animals, wherever it may be. The veils are really dropping now. We are starting to see through the veils. This is the High Priestess. She sees beyond the veils into the spirit realm, into the afterworld. So go within, and you'll bring everything into alignment. And as the new moon, as the sun moves into Virgo, the sun comes into alignment, into conjunction with Regulus, one of the royal stars, the heart of the lion. So this is an activation of our higher chakras, of our crown chakra, of our third eye, of our hearts. So sit on Friday, Saturday, and allow the activations to occur that are coming through from Regulus. This is a noble star that when the sun comes into conjunction, we receive the activations, we receive the codes of the higher chakras. They open, they activate and balance with our higher self. So beautiful time, and coming into this new moon. And then on Sunday, the sun and Uranus come into that, and this is in different ways. Uranus is the cosmic fixer. So we're at whatever is not right in our life, the sun will be shining on it, and we will be able to, okay, this is making me feel this way, so I'm pulling this situation into my life. I'm not going to carry that burden any longer. I'm just going to breathe, maybe breathe light in and allow it to dissolve into the light. Maybe doing the I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, whatever it may be, of releasing the old now, because this is what Uranus is going to do. Uranus is the shifter. It creates the Kundalini awakener. It's the brings in the miracles to get us onto the path where our soul is meant to be. So that things shining out, allowing us to think outside the box, to think outside those old programmings of we're safe, we're protected, and to move with our hearts and with love. And as we do that, as we come into that alignment with love, it's the greatest protector. It's our greatest medicine. So Uranus on Sunday really lighting up where we are limiting ourselves, where we are, and showing us those limits. They're an illusion. They're an illusion, and showing us the expansion and the limitlessness of ourselves. So powerful week as we're going deeper and deeper into this mystical life, into this awakening that we're all moving into, these powerful shifts from the time of forgetfulness into the time of remembrance of who we truly are, moving into the golden age, moving back into the energy of Atlantis, of Lemuria, where there was powerful healing and connectedness. So wonderful. So thank you for listening. Thank you.